talk to you about that toxic star player that we've all had, whether we're in the corporate world or the sporting world, or we've had as a teammate, and how you deal with that situation, especially when you're under intense media scrutiny. Like, how do you draw the line between performance and culture? How do you tackle that?
That's our greatest challenge. One thing I've learned, one thing that's helped me to be a head coach or a leader is I have 4 daughters and I'm a parent.
Yeah.
Now, when I say that, people go, well, that's strange. Well, what do you mean? And what I mean by that is that all my daughters, they all come from the same place, same upbringing, but they're all so different. So if all my daughters are different, I can guarantee all my players are different. And the trick, the art of coaching or leadership or management is how you deal with all the different players. And you've got to treat them all different. Obviously, there's expectations, there's boundaries within the team, but you know, everyone's different. For example, when I was a player, I played with Shane Warne, and the greatest thing I ever did in my cricket career was playing with Shane Warne. We didn't necessarily agree with all the things he did off the field and spending a lot of time on the front pages, but my gosh. But the reason Shane Warne worked so well is because we had a captain and we had leadership which was so strong that we embraced him for what he was. He's a great guy. He's a nice guy, and he's, you know, I love talking to him about cricket, but he was, you know, he spent a lot of time on the front pages. I mean, that's just reality. It's not, that's just truth. But playing with Shane Warne, it was unbelievable. And we have our, what I'd call our problem children. But if you treat them as adults and you have honest conversations, then usually you get pretty good results. And that's my advice to anyone, is that you treat them like adults, you have honest conversations behind closed doors, and if they still don't work, you get rid of them. And that's that's truth, because if you don't, they will have a really negative influence. And often what happens when you do get rid of them, it's like a sea breeze through the organisation.